Hey everyone, it's Mr. Hughes here again. I just wanted to come to you with our third episode on how to write a body paragraph for your narrative. So here's my general layout for a body paragraph. This isn't 100% definite, but in my mind, this is kind of like the checklist that I'm using to make sure that I'm accomplishing all that I need to in my body paragraph. Specifically for this tutorial, I'm going to be working with the first body paragraph, and then later on, I can show you how to do the second or third, even if you have that. So, for the first part of my layout, I have a topic sentence. The reader needs to know what exactly we're going to be talking about in this body paragraph in order to fully comprehend whatever moment you're talking about. The second thing I want to make sure that I'm doing is I want to make sure that after I've written my topic sentence that I'm providing details about that moment and I'm fleshing it out so the reader can easily picture whatever scene or dialogue or interaction I'm having with whoever it is. The third thing I want to do is provide some insight, either what I was thinking in that moment or reflecting about that moment now. And then finally, if this is the middle of my body, I'm transitioning into the next body paragraph. So I need to have a transition sentence from one idea to the next. And you're going to see an example of that on this next slide. So here is my example that I personally wrote about my canoeing trip that we've been working with. For this one, rowing a canoe is a strenuous task that shouldn't be underestimated. I learned the hard way when I first timidly launched my canoe from the landing zone with my friend. Neither of us had been in any sort of vessel out on open water. When I was younger, rivers seemed so small, but in that moment, the river may as well have been an ocean. Everything seemed so far away from us. As we paddled, I quickly realized that traveling anywhere was going to take some time. After a few hours, my shoulder blades felt like molten knives ripping through my body with every stroke. Little did I realize how much this memory would teach me later on. My one goal that I had specifically for this paragraph was to introduce the action of me getting into the boat and rowing and just kind of realizing the grand scale of everything around me. Because in a boat, you're down closer to the water, everything seems ginormous in front of you, especially distances. So I try to include a lot of imagery. That's why I talked about the river seeming so small, and it may as well have been an ocean. And then I also included a simile, which you'll see in that red highlight, where my shoulder blades felt like molten knives, comparing my shoulder blades to knives. Doing little snippets of figurative language in your personal narrative can really help the description stand out for your readers. So that's one technique I would recommend. You'll also notice as I'm going through here, it's in chronological order, which all of your narratives should be in because you're starting from the beginning and you're working your way to the end of that moment. So please pay attention to your moment and making sure you're going from start to finish. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. On our next episode, we will go through the second body paragraph where I'm going to be tying in this paragraph into the next. Have a good one, everybody.